intel about the new era is out. Welcome to Space Age Space Hub. Hello human beings, I'm Dino. In fact, the game is full of news and I would like to release a video with them all, but let's go to the main features. Some other day I will talk more, or not, about the launch of the hospital inside the City Hall to cure the last 100 units killed, the reduction in the number of rounds in each tournament of the Quantum Incursion, and other internal things, such as the existence of 2 bosses per level, limiting the use of special production finishers in buildings obtained through the Quantum Incursion and the Guild Battlefield, obtaining historical allies through arrival missions, among other things. Now talking about the arrival of the new era, the prediction is September 4th on the beta server. As soon as it starts, I will bring you all the necessary research and what this area will bring. For now we have 6 combat units, which will apparently be copies of troops already existing on Space Age Titan. As we see on this screen, the bonuses of each unit have not yet been released, but the skills have not changed either. We will continue with things such as keen vision, contact to retaliate an attack, the ability to fly, among other things, including stealth, which on Titan belonged to the Icebreaker, but this time will be a feature of the light unit. And if on Titan there was a certain tribute to women as the first female champion, for some reason they brought someone who reminded me a lot of Doctor Strange as the new one. For now I want to show only the official information, so I won't talk about expansions or costs, but we can talk about the big buildings. This time we will have 2. The idea continues to invest in combat power. On Titan we had an increase in attack and defense of all colors, in addition to an increase in the obtaining of goods, forge points, and treasure goods. Now we will have a great building concentrated on getting troops and another one on critical hit. The first, Alcatraz's cousin, is a stellar warship. It produces troops randomly, according to the military buildings you have in your city, but with a cap of 200. In addition, with each new level you increase the attack and defense of your attacking and defending units. So it looks a lot like Alcatraz, but also has some characteristics of the Terracotta army. Of course, the goods needed to place on the ground are New Age goods, but when you need to pass level 10, more goods will be needed and you will also need to spend supplies. On Titan, we spent coins for this. This great building occupies 5 per free. The other great building is the Arctic Orangery's cousin. The Cosmic Catalyst increases your chances of dealing critical damage to an opponent troop. However, unlike the previous one, there is no description that this is only possible against troops from the same era. Apparently, any era unit should just about do it. Then you already have a chance of obtaining a critical hit of 150%. If you are on Hub, this ability will be added to Keen Vision and can also be improved further with the Arctic Orangery. If you fight troops from the same area, the expense of goods to place on the ground is a little less, but to exceed level 10 it is much higher. The last detail is that for each new level from 11 onwards, special New Age goods are required. This means the end of players in lower eras also raising high level new great buildings. At most they will be able to reach level 10. Dimensions now 4 per 4. Still, it seems to be very worth it. Note that the great building increases the chance of critical hit by 1% at each level up to 10, which means that at level 10 the player has a 10% chance of dealing a stronger blow. For those in lower areas, this can help a lot, especially with troops that hit several others at the same time. And remember that from Space Age Mars, Keen Vision is already available. To achieve 10% critical damage with the Arctic Orangery, it needs to be at level 28. In addition, it provides 5 of each good to the treasure per level. That is, there are 500 goods at level 10. For the Arc to provide this, it would need to be at level 24. For those who are on the space station from level 11 on, This great build increases the chance of critical hit by 0.1667 per level, reaching a maximum of 25%. It means you reach such monstrosity when it is at level 100. Other useful information about the new era. InnoGames promises that within the space colony, life support will finally be more useful. If it is positive, your factory will have the chance to produce 4 times more goods, similar to what happens today in the settlements. This can also cause the same quadruplication effect on exploration within the campaign map. As if that were not enough, the provision of life support will depend on special resources. We have to wait and see what exactly this means. It was also announced that special goods will be produced through a factory too, and it's called black matter. And finally, it was announced that everything's more expensive. You will need more goods, more resources, more forge points, more time, more patience, and more participation to complete your research and make productions. And these are the extra final numbers: 60 main storyline quests, 45 side quests, 15 recurring quests, 9 new avatars, 16 new expansions, 12 premium, 2 from tech tree, 1 from campaign expansion, and 1 with medals, 31 new technologies to research, 2 new residential buildings, 5 new goods buildings, plus a special synthesis, 2 new production buildings, 2 new cultural buildings, a new decoration, 2 new kinds of streets. Did you like the news? More of the same? Were the changes pleasant? Will you only give an opinion after you check it out? Leave your opinions in the comments. See you in the next video. Like this is how I play Forge of Empires.